Welcome back to The Beat. I'm Megan Peebles, and joining me today is Anna Paskalides, who just gave her final TED Talk after completing the Talking the Talk English elective. Congrats on finishing, Anna.
Thank you.
So, what were your expectations when you joined the class?
First joining, I guess, well, I knew we were going to give a TED Talk at the end of the class, so I guess I started preparing for that, but I kind of went in blindsided about what we were going to do, but I did know I've learned a lot about speaking skills, so I was kind of excited.
Awesome. So, what was a typical class day like, and what do you think is the most important thing that you learned?
We start our class every day with kind of the question of the day, which we all started at the beginning of the semester, listing out questions we wanted to ask each other, and then every morning we'd meet with a new person that we haven't talked to and talk about it. Then we would just do more conversational skills. Like, it was an absolutely no technology zone, so we would just kind of spend time with each other and talking and working on that. And then towards the end, it was more working towards whatever project we were on, whether it was our storytelling unit, presentations, interview, and then lastly, like working for our TED Talk, creating ideas and figuring out what to do.
Cool. So, how did you decide on your topic, and was doing that any harder than it looked?
Yes and no. I mean, the TED Talk wasn't too hard just because the class makes you practice so much, but thinking of the idea is way harder than actually doing it because you have full like creative control. So you're kind of given the opportunity to talk about anything, about what's most passionate to you. So we work on that, like finding what is most important to us and what we want to give our talk on throughout the class, but then we kind of break it down and finally get to giving the talk and practice a lot to be able to do that.
Great. So, what type of preparation did go into giving your final talk in the auditorium?
Well, first we'd start just kind of writing our whole script. We actually had one of the students in our class's father came in, and he's a public speaker, so he told us how he memorizes his speeches, and he said just to kind of blurt out everything we thought, no grammar, like nothing, and just on as many pages as we need, and then break it down into paragraphs, go back, edit, and just keep rereading and rereading it. So like through that, it also like helps us memorize it. But then once you have down what you kind of want to say, you break it down each paragraph in lines, and then you just memorize that, and then kind of paraphrase your talk until you have what you like, and then practice and practice until you get on stage and do it.
Awesome. So you did your talk on why our lives are too cluttered.
Yes.
So why are our lives too cluttered?
I think it's just here sometimes we always feel the need to get more things to put, wherever and just throw anywhere. We have so much in our schedule, and we don't ever think about what we're missing in life when we wake up and are so forced to go where we're supposed to go. And I went back and forth to perspective of when I traveled to other countries for service trips and seeing how they didn't really have anything that we have here, things that we call necessities that we need, and they just lived so much happier with each other and content. So it was just living simply and not needing more.
Really cool. So who at CHS would you recommend to take this class?
I would recommend this to absolutely everyone because it's not just about giving a TED Talk. It's about public speaking or having just conversational skills, which is important for jobs or just in general in life, and you never know when you're going to need it. So I definitely learned a lot on how to present myself to people, which I think is really cool. But yeah, I think everyone could benefit from this.
Great. Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
You can watch Anna's TED Talks along with all the other ones on the Chatham High School YouTube channel.